my left and to my right, Mr. Romar Smith. Oh, I'm sorry. We have a special guest in the building. Mr. Romar Smith is not here. We got Mr. Waldo Fatu in the building.
Hello.
Bloodline affiliate.
Yeah.
Acknowledge him. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine.
Acknowledge me.
How are you guys?
Oh, we are doing just absolutely wonderful. Wonderful, lovely day in the neighborhood. Let me get myself to let's get our lives together real quick here. I'm gonna hit my camera on because I want to see the folks real quick. See my there you go. Love the outfit though, by the way.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Love the outfit. Looks good on you. So we got a lot to talk about, man. I don't even know where to begin. We got wrestling to talk about. We got NBA action. We got a lot of NFL preseason action. We got fantasy football to talk about.
Oh yes, a lot of football, and officially today, as I posted earlier, it's back. My pool is up and running again.
I gotta get the ring this year.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, and also
Mm.
it's fight night.
Oh,
Yes, my boy Israel Adesanya is back in the ring. And Style Ben is coming back for his crown tonight. UFC 307. Y'all gotta check that out. But we're gonna take this from the top. Like I said, we got wrestling to talk about. Once again, we lost another legend yesterday as Alpha Fatu. Alpha Anawai, though the other half, the Wild Samoans, passed away yesterday. And this is we kind of wrestling fish. Those close to the Anawai fan knew this day was coming, but this kind of a tough blow. First, you lose the younger brother Sinker back in June, and now this, right after WrestleMania, you lose Sinker, and now coming up, yesterday we lose the older brother Alpha, one of the greatest tag team in that generation. No other tag team back in the 70s, 80s had more titles, more title reigns, more, no one did it better than them back then. And
yeah.
I remember Paul Heyman saying, that honestly, they was the standard bearer for tag team wrestling.
Yeah, they definitely set the bar, and like I said, you called it, Mel, last night when I say SmackDown did a tribute during the show, and I'm gonna tell you what it hit. Like I said, as we grew up, literally, and this is why we love what we do when we talk about wrestling, man. We deep dive into everything, and when we just sitting there as kids, man, growing up, and this is all we knew, and it hits a lot different because it's larger than life, to us growing up, seeing, these, they set the bar for every tag team that came after them.
Yes, they did. I'm talking about from the I'm getting tongue tied here. I'm sorry, guys, because I'm trying to say it correctly. From the Wild Samoans to I want to say it was a Samoan SWAT team.
Yeah.
Then the Islanders. And I'm just speaking of the tag teams right now.
Right.
The singles is a whole different
category.
Yeah, the whole different conversation. But just as far as just tag team wrestling, it started with them.
Yeah.
We go all the way down from the Islanders to the Dangerous Alliance. Paul Heyman had his he had his arm around their shoulders the whole. For the past 40 years, it seems like.
Yeah.
And now you see it to the Usos. To now we about to have a hurt. Nothing like this in wrestling since the Hart Foundation, to be honest, that I've seen, where we have so many relatives coming in and part of a storyline.
Right.
Not since the Hart Foundation that I've seen this, but this bloodline saga, and it's getting its just due, and it's built. You just wish that guys like Alpha and Sika could see this to the end. But they, rest in peace to them. Thoughts and prayers out to their families, and they carrying on strong. And as you could tell, it was still business as usual for them last night. Which I gotta be honest with you, I gotta give SmackDown a 3
out of 10.
out of 5.
Oh, 3 out of 5. Well, kind of average. Well, yeah. It could, and again, you could see a major change when our guest over here last night, man. When he came in, like he took down Roman Reigns at the end. That kind of changed the game a little bit, because to me, between the other three, they kind of look stale to me.
Yes.
They do. I mean, because Solo and Tonga, they really haven't like intimidated anybody per se.
Now, I let me re-add it. Reallocate. I give him a 3.5
Mm-hmm.
because without Jacob Fatu coming at the end and just decimating Roman in a walking boot, he was in a walking boot and put Roman away like that. That's what gave it 3.5. Without that, I probably gave it a 2.
I mean, well, if it wasn't for that, I mean, the whole show, it was average to me. I mean, it was like, like I said, there were no major surprises per se. But and like now, I will say this much: the Street Profits and DIY was a very good match.
That was the match of the night.
Yeah, that was definitely the match of the night. I mean, Naomi, I was kind of disappointed she lost to Blair Davenport, per se. Now,
I'm disappointed, but I'm not shocked. That should have happened.
Yeah, well, I think you were on to something that I haven't seen yet, but I have to keep in tune. But there was one thing you did call correct, Mel. I forgot to acknowledge this. Now, the beginning of the show, the first segment to me was a joke. Okay, let me set the scene for you. So you got Tiffy Time, Nia, and Pretty Deadly.
Yeah,
Pretty Deadly was singing it, and it was horrible. And I'm so glad, like Meechin, came in. She just took everybody out and whatnot. The one caveat was, and I saw some on a dirt sheet, which you actually called it a few weeks back. The whole Queen thing with Nia, the whole is stirring up for the return of another Queen, and that Queen is
Charlotte Flair.
Yep. So when I saw that this morning, I was like, "That damn Mel." I said, "Yep, that definitely makes a lot of sense." And breaking news: we have an ambulance just roll on by. I don't know what happened with that, but that just sparks another return by Charlotte Flair. So be on the lookout for that storyline coming soon.
I said, sooner or later you're going to have a Charlotte. She's going to have a Charlotte Flair problem. She's already signed to SmackDown. She's already getting back in the ring, and her husband's already there. Which, by the way, that was another match. It was a good match between Andrade and Carmelo.
Yeah, that was.
I'm just sick of it. Y'all going to do this best 3 out of 5 thing, cool, but throw some wrenches in there. Throw some stipulation in these matches.
You want to do like a cage match? Do you want to do
something instead of just a regular old match? If you're going to drag this out, have them doing other things than just a regular match.
Now, okay, is it just me, Mel, or do you see improvements in Carmelo's game as far as like his, how to sell the match, like his jumping ability, or well, I mean, you don't see that, Ramar?
You don't.
So you're not sold on Carmelo, period. I see. Sonya, have you seen any differences in Carmelo's game?
Yes.
Okay.
I've seen his what he's learned from Andrade. Because even in the match, they said that the same moves Andrade did in the previous match, he did in this match, and Carmelo already knew what to do to counter. So that right there was one thing. He's being a little bit more personable with everybody, with the little skit with, the interaction with Bianca and Jade.
Yep.
And Naomi, they had to tell him, didn't you lose already 2 times? You gonna do this again? that old Carmelo would have put the sunglasses on and would have had something sassy to say. He didn't do that this time. So yeah, he's growing
Right.
as a character, or as a we'll say character.
Yeah.
I will say this. He does see a little bit. He does see a lot more reaction than Dirty Dom.
Dirty. Don't get me started on Dirty Dom.
Dirty Dom, man, is the biggest heel right now.
He's doing a daggone. He's doing a daggone.
Yeah, he
job
is.
of it.
Believe it or not.
He's making everybody hate him. So,
but he's got everybody's attention.
You're gonna see his growth and development in a couple more years. You know, he still got ways to go, but I give it to him. He's growing.
Who you talking about? Carmelo?
No, Dom.
Oh, Dom. Oh.
Carmelo.
I give him more time.
This storyline is just getting stale for him. They need to add some different kind of flavor to this.
Yeah, because he's a dry heel.
They need to add some kind of flavors, or they just need to move on and just move on because
they got him being a heel as a character, but he's a very dry one.
Yeah, because his same thing with Andrade. If you noticed it.
Yeah.
Same thing with Andrade. But we're gonna put a pin in and get back to this later. We got my fellow evil brethren here, Mr. Joseph Hickey. Yo, Joe.
What's up, man?
How you doing, brother?
Oh, good.
Good. So before we start getting to the nitty gritty, I want to play a game with you guys. Cause we really, and I got my fiance in the background, Sonya.
What's up, Joe?
We all gonna play this game.
Uh-oh.
Like I said. So thank you for the wrestling segment. There's not much else to talk about till next week. But I want to delve into the last couple of weeks at this Olympics. The Olympics is over with.
Oh man.
I don't even want to know.
Oh yes,
right, I think
I don't want to know, but you know how we do it.
Hold up, see.
I don't want to know. I don't know. I don't want to talk about I do want to talk about the winners and everything else, but I want to know the good. I want the bad, the ugly, and the stuff that you don't want to see no more.
Oh, no, exactly. And I already know where this is going.
I already got my number one.
I think everybody in this room knows where this is going.
On this one.
I don't want to see that no more. That was mad.
Man, okay. Listen.
The things you see in this Olympics, you don't want to see in the next one. Let's go.
Australian breakdancing.
Yeah.
That was just beyond disrespectful, man. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
it was. Yes, it was.
That was just beyond disrespectful. And the fact that she said that she spent 37 minutes
on that routine.
Bless his.
Man, okay. See, my issue with that, and I know people have clowned me, laughed at me, talking about, they throw conspiracy theories and all that. Here's the thing that most people most of us, they think but haven't said. But I told somebody, I said, beyond, it's so not just disrespectful, the timing of it was so bad. She literally spit in the faces of every legend that did it in the 80s. You spit in the face of 80s culture, and the fact that you did it on Hip Hop Day.
No, that's not the most disrespectful part of it.
You don't think so?
No. It is, but it's just not. She just disrespecting everybody that did this before. She disrespected every Olympic athlete.
How did she
that went there? Because you gotta think, some of these athletes, they train 4 years. Some people, they train all their lives to get to this point.
Yeah,
and the fact that you're gonna sit up here and say you only spend 37 minutes to share the same stage with them.
Yeah.
Well,
I just want to know, how did she become the Olympic qualifier?
Well, who?
Exactly.
First of all, who signed off on this anyway?
That
Yeah.
they had worse dancers than her.
Now, there's a debate right now on who was on the committee and how they selected her.
Who signed off on this mess anyway?
That's under investigation.
I mean, their gymnastics team ain't had no alternates.
I mean, y'all to consult.
In Australia. That's the thing. Do they break dance in Australia?
I'm pretty sure they do.
I'm pretty sure they don't.
Well, I've never seen it.
And
They probably surprised everybody with it, and it came out last minute, and she was the only one. Because ain't no way they had a qualifying, and she made it. It's no way. When I first seen it, I thought it was a joke. My wife showed it to me, and we were just crying, laughing. And I was like, "Is this serious?" She was like, "This is serious. This is the Olympics." I said, "No, ain't no way. Ain't no way this lady made it."
Yeah.
but
Man,
also, while we live,
the positive thing that came from it is reading the comments and all the memes. Oh my goodness, they slayed her. What one of the funniest jokes said is when you spray a roast with Raid.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday on Instagram. You try to spray it in the roach.
Somebody said in the comments she danced like Elaine off Seinfeld.
oh my God.
Oh my goodness, they were going in on
I
her.
can do a little bit better than that. I'm pretty sure. But the thing that got me is we gotta share some of this L too.
Yeah.
Because if I'm not, we started this.
Hey, look, man.
And we didn't even medal. Hold on. I mean,
Now, see,
I need answers, bro.
see, my thing is, man, look, all we knew, we when we sat there and grew up on this stuff with the cardboard.
Exactly.
And, man, look, man, and all the breakdancing songs that came out and all, I'm thinking, like, man.
What race was the breakdancers from the USA?
I don't know, but I didn't see them.
I mean, like this something we all wanted to do as kids.
I saw Japan, Netherlands, Russia. I think a girl from Russia too. I think it was a girl from China that won. It was from China, Japan. She wanted to go, and the gold medal round was entertaining. The gold medal round was entertaining. This Australian chick that we talking about, she didn't even get a point.
Damn.
But somebody could have just stopped her. Like, all right, you just need to stop.
Yeah, if there was ever a need for that long hook to drag somebody off stage, that was it right there.
Yeah, because that was very disrespectful, wasn't that? It was funny, but it was disrespectful.
It was.
I can't even think about it without laughing, yo.
Every move was mind blowing for all the wrong reasons. It was just that was. Woo!
That joke made my body hurt.
Yeah.
Every time I just thought about a part of my body.
Oh my
God.
She got me crying now.
Hold on.
It was terrible.
Twerking at the Olympics.
It was terrible, but that joke was hilarious.
Now, I'm on the fence. I'm gonna say this: if they're going to allow ping pong as an Olympic sport, then cornhole should be an Olympic sport.
Cornhole. Yes. How about playing spades?
No, I like. I ruled that out because
because they're gonna destroy something that our culture loves.
Yeah.
Well, they already did that with breakdancing.
Yeah, but we don't want something else.
No, I get it. I understand.
I'm just afraid it's gonna be too many fights.
That's
my thing.
That is true. Well, especially after what we deal with on a daily basis.
You know that if they do, you definitely can't have cookout type style spades players on your Olympic team.
Nah, not at all.
You couldn't have nobody like Waldo Fatu on the Olympic team.
Oh no.
Yeah, you got to come around the corner, right? You know, it's too much trash talking on that spades thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he can get some chill stones, all types of stuff.
But
Mm-mm.
I bet they came out with it in the Olympics. They will mess it up as far as probably the rules, how they play. Something's gonna be messed up with it.
So, what other any other sports y'all think that needs to go?
Ooh.
Oh,
I ain't, nah, I think I want to keep rugby.
all
Mm.
right. I don't know about you guys, but if we gonna keep this same format of selection committees, this USA, I mean this 3-on-3 basketball got to go.
Oh, come on.
Something's got. I ain't say it's got to go complete. Something's got to change
Let the big three players.
because there's no way that's I mean it's unacceptable for us to go winless in a basketball game
Yeah.
with all this talent that we got, and you gonna tell me the best we got is to send over there is Jimmer for that?
Yeah.
Like, really?
These and we saw these games.
Y'all
Uh,
saw the game.
yeah,
I didn't see.
yeah, we seen these. This was god awful, bro. It was god awful. It was
I
Yeah,
mean,
surprisingly, I didn't see not one. I didn't see a snippet of it or nothing.
I
Highlight or
didn't see
nothing.
it either.
it
I
was
heard about it, but I
it
didn't
was
see
it
it
was
Yeah.
tough
live.
to watch.
but
Yeah.
you watched it.
Well,
Yeah, it
like I
was.
said, I didn't watch anything until like maybe the last Thursday when USA was playing Serbia. That was the first time I watched anything, and then of course a little bit with y'all. But outside of that, I didn't really watch much of anything at all.
No,
Yeah, I
yeah, but
seen only the France and USA game, the gold medal game. I seen that
Yeah,
basketball game.
yeah, I'm thoroughly pleased with the track and field.
I did. Yeah, I did see some of that. You know, Shakari, she took it home.
What? She took home silver, but then she won gold on the relay team.
Yeah,
Hey, that jump was. I like that jump. That jump was. I love how she kicked that extra gear in and just hit him with the. When she did that, I was like,
she
oh
had a better takeoff in the relay than she did
yeah.
with the 200. With the 100 because her 100 takeoff was horrible.
But still, even I don't even think even with her takeoff, Charlotte's stride was different that whole race. Like she won't gonna be able to catch. She did what she could to keep it as close as she could, but yeah, when you got somebody that tall and the long stride like Charlotte that won that jump,
Yeah,
yeah, it- she she did good coming and getting silver because she almost didn't get that.
yep.
Big ups to Simone Biles, man. She's amazing.
She is the goat. She
Hmm.
she is the greatest athlete of all time.
Yeah, that's amazing. Things she
Yes.
did.
Hold on, how many gold medals she got?
Enough.
What is enough?
She got like Sam
We got
7 gold.
we got skiers out here that got that in the Winter Olympics that they got more medals than her.
Yeah,
Name 'em.
got more medals. Yeah, she's second. I believe she's second place in medals. I think
Who was the white girl that retired? The white woman that retired. That was that's an Olympic skier.
I know you talking about.
Yeah, yeah. She got like 13 goals or something.
I'm about to tell you now how much she has.
I mean, are we gonna say that Kevin Durant is the greatest Olympian basketball player ever?
You want to go by the numbers?
I mean, he did just broke Melo record for most points, career points.
If you want to talk
I
about,
would say yeah about medals. I would say yeah, but when we bring up some Simone Biles, we talking about her performance. Shot is nice,
Yeah, she nice.
but Kevin Durant, he just been a part of good teams.
like, like if you say the best bucket getter,
He got four
Yeah,
buckets.
he is a good bucket getter though.
He got
I ain't
four.
gonna knock him. I'm not gonna knock him.
Mm-hmm.
He got 4
He's
goals.
one of the best scorers there was.
Mm-hmm.
There he is.
Yeah.
He ain't going nowhere yet.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's still playing.
Yeah, the Slim
Yeah.
Reaper ain't going nowhere yet.
But like I said, you had to have all three components to work between Steph, KD, and LeBron. You know, like there were like three of the greatest sequences when they were trailing Serbia, and when Steph hit that three, and when the announcer went kaboom, you know, everything just went on from there. And
Yeah.
then the very next play, LeBron comes down with like a freight train and just hits the layup, and that gave them the lead. And then KD, when he got, and then the next time down when KD's got the ball, it was like, you know, everybody get out the way. I'm gonna work him. And next thing you know, he hits him with the ice. Man, that was it.
Hey, I
And
got a question for all y'all, everybody.
what you got?
If Who would you take? Would you take the Dream Team, the Redeem Team, or this team?
Oh, it's still gonna be Dream Team all day.
Oh yeah, 92. Yeah,
Dream Team. Yeah, that's
yeah.
what I said. I was talking to some guys at work about it, and they all talking about offense and doing this. I'm like, man, they played defense back then, and they had offense. I said, you're not finding that too much now.
Yeah.
No.
What? Yeah. What? The average margin of victory was like 50 points.
It was like 44, and they never called a timeout on any of them.
That's what I'm saying.
You'll never see that. I mean, they were blowing opponents away so bad.
How you never take a timeout in the Olympics? And
Yeah.
I mean, you know, come on
the
now.
other team used all theirs.
Yeah.
I mean, because think about it, that Dream Team, they could be up almost 40 after one quarter.
Yep.
All right, so quick trivia question: who has the most gold medals of all time?
Mel Brown, E. Scott. No.
This gonna be an easy. It should be an easy one for you guys. I still say Simone Biles, the greatest athlete today, was of this era right now. Yeah, she's of right now, but clearly she's not all time.
Who is it? Michael Phelps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm.
I was just joking. But, hey,
I told you it was gonna be easy.
yeah, you
Yeah,
got
when you
like,
said easy, I was like, yeah, it's probably my.
Well, I mean, because they had that, y'all had that debate going on with the top 75 on
Yeah.
the list, and
Yeah.
Michael Phelps was number one, wasn't he?
Michael Phelps got 23 gold medals. The closest one is Larissa Latnina of the Soviet Union. She got 9. Also, she tied with Simone Biles with 9, but she got like 18 overall. Katie Ledecky, another one, she got 9 gold medals. So, in good company, Mark Spitz, Katie Dressel. Let's see, where's Simone Biles fitting this? Simone Biles, this stat's going to need to get updated because it doesn't have this year's gold medals in there. So that's right now. It's got 11. She got 11, but I know she has 9 right now. 9 and another. So that her medal count went up to like 14 or 15. Come on, Wikipedia, do your job now. Tighten up, tighten up. So, guys, it's 3:30. That was fun talking about the Olympics and that. So, what do you guys think about this what these guys did with Team USA? Give me your final assessment. What do you think is going to happen with Team USA? Who you want to see on the roster? And
the next 4 years.
Or 2028
yes, let's talk about that a little bit.
for as far as basketball.
Yes.
I want some people to come from out of retirement. Because to be honest, I'm not enthused about the next 4 years. I'm not.
Oh no!
I'm
Oh,
not enthused.
the way it's constructed right now,
I got Anthony.
Anthony.
I got Anthony Edwards. I want to
Mhm.
see Pablo Bancario from the Magic. I want to see him on that team in the next 4 years.
Will he play?
He would.
He won't.
I think he would.
What country is he from?
He might.
So you never.
Claim citizenship here. He might play. He gonna play. He'll play on the U.S. team.
Yeah. What about Joel Embiid? He might.
No,
No.
He done?
No.
Yeah, he done.
No. What a bigger question is, how about Jalen Brown?
Yeah.
Yeah, he should make it next time. He
He's
should.
he's got
He should
he's
have been on
got
this
to.
one. He should have been
Exactly.
on this one.
You talking about 4 more years from now? Jalen Brown will be in his 12th or 13th year in the league.
Well, look at it this way: Jrue Holiday, he's been in the league for a long time too.
Mhm.
Drew Holiday, I think, just cemented his first.
But you know
ballot
what?
Hall
And
of
people do not talk about him enough.
He cemented his first ballot Hall of Fame status with this gold medal
You know,
because he's a 2-time everything.
yeah, because they look. Well, hold up.
You
know
can't
what's so
deny him
crazy?
now.
No,
The
Yeah,
last,
you
last
can't.
time he won it, the
You
last time he won a gold medal, the first time he won a gold medal was the same year that he won an NBA championship
in Milwaukee.
In Milwaukee, and then you do it in Boston and end up with a gold medal, the cap off your championship season.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And you know, it is crazy because that's the one person they don't even talk about. They don't. They talk more about Tatum, Halliburton.
Remember, he had walked away from
I think-
basketball for a minute.
I think they're talking about him enough because
I don't.
they can't say they would have won it without him. They always say how big of an acquisition that was.
Yeah.
So I can't really say that.
Remember, he walked away for about a year to take care of something with his wife, dealing with a pregnancy or something. I know he stepped away from the game for a minute.
He stepped away. He ain't stepped away for a whole year. He did miss some time though, but it wasn't for a whole year.
You sure?
Yeah. Yeah, because
No, this
I
is-
remember that.
This was when he was playing in New Orleans.
Yeah. I don't think it was a whole year. He did. It was a significant. It was a nice chunk of the season. I think he played that first part of the season,
He just stepped away.
and he stepped away. But he came back. He came back the following season.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's not the year.
John Morant gonna be on there.
Is he?
Yeah,
They got him listed on there.
I bet he will.
What about if John Morant's on there? Then LaMelo Ball should be on there.
Yeah, I agree.
That depends if LaMelo Ball ever get out the shower.
Mm.
For real.
Yeah.
He just might.
4 years is a long time.
Orlando looked like the perfect place for him to go.
The Orlando Magic.
Yeah.
So, do we say Shea Gilgeous-Alexander? No, he on
No,
Canada.
he's on Canada's time.
He on Canada.
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh,
But definitely expect him to be in there.
I got a name
Jalen Brunson.
besides Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson's obvious. Jalen Brunson, same thing with Jalen Brown. There's no reason they should have been left off of it.
Yep.
No reason they should have been left off of it. But think about this though. I'm looking at this kid, Derek Lively, right?
Mm-hmm.
We need big men.
Yeah. Definitely do.
I mean, we writing off Joel Embiid. Might as well write off AD too.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing him come back
He
either.
retired, man.
Yeah, write off AD too. We need some big men.
Yeah, I don't got him making it out of retirement in 4 years. I got him being retired by then.
Yeah. So what's my guy's name from for Cleveland?
What, Jared Allen?
Yeah, Jared Allen
But Allen.
and Mobley.
Oh, it's soft.
I can see Jared Allen because he's a good defensive in blocks and rebounds. They gonna need that.
Yeah,
They're gonna need that.
they need a post presence right now. If I
They say
They don't have it.
Bronny James.
Oh God.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Bronny James might be on the team. Hell, LeBron might be coaching.
Yeah.
But Bron definitely said you can count him up for that. The 2028 though.
Man, LeBron on the coaching staff, man. I ain't trying to hear that.
How about
He already on it. Because there's another thing I don't want to see. I don't want to see Steve Kerr back.
Yeah, I don't think he coaches.
they roasted him all.
I don't want to see Steve Kerr back. It's not because he ain't do a good job. He did the job. But it's a way you go about doing it.
It's a thankless job.
I don't like the approach to it. I mean, I feel like, and I think everybody else feels the same thing along with me. He made his job a little bit more difficult than it already was.
Yes.
It was just unnecessary.
Because of the fact that you didn't play Tatum twice and Halliburton once.
It's like you want to. Yeah, it's not the fact you didn't play those guys, but you're talking about you playing towards the matchup and you playing towards their matchups, and you're not throwing the lineups out there that's favorable matchups.
Yeah.
I mean, you got all these all-stars on your squad, but you got only one or two guys that you got on the squad playing to their strengths, and that's Drew Holiday and Derek White. Everybody else is out of position until it takes a heroic effort from a Steph Curry or LeBron James to say, "Take me there."
Mm-hmm.
That's my thing about it.
Another thing, I could see your point, Mill, for another reason. The point differential. Because why is it that we had to fight to come from behind in several of these games? Well, we should have just blown them right out the box.
Yep.
Think about that too. I mean, we almost lost to South Sudan at one point.
Because of unfavorable matchups.
Like South Sudan wasn't even a thing till 14 years ago.
Mm-mm. And this is a crazy thing. The irony of all this.
Mm-hmm.
South Sudan basketball team was sponsored by the Los Angeles Lakers.
Get out of here.
Think about it. Think about it.
No freaking way, man.
What? No, they just finished paying Luol Deng.
Yeah.
Luol Deng sponsored South Sudan. How's Luol Deng going to get that money?
Yeah.
See, all right. See, Mill. See, that right there, you just took a page out of Romar's book. You just flipped it in a way. It's one of how you flip from one to the other. You took a page out of Romar right there.
But crazy thing you did. Well, they ain't been up in the league 14 years.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that really should sting for the Lakers.
Wow. How sway, right? Jeez. Come on, man.
Come on, Lakers. I mean, all that money you gave you still couldn't buy them an indoor stadium, indoor basketball court. They're practicing outside.
What?
That man had a Bobby Bonilla contract on the Lakers.
I was wondering about the same thing.
In a chokehold for almost a decade and a half.
And he still got the Mets in the chokehold now until what? The next 12 years?
Oh yeah. Well, I think Shohei at the end of the day, Shohei Ohtani is going to take that over.
Yeah, because he put the Angels in the chokehold too.
No, he put the Dodgers in the chokehold.
Yeah, the Dodgers. He pretty much castrated them.
What?
Yeah, for real.
That man said, "No, I'm gonna keep this 300. How much this contract is?
I forgot,
10 years.
Was it 400?
10 years, like. Oh, I know all of it.
I'm not sure how much the money was, but that's
he
like
deferred. It was like $380 million. He deferred.
Yeah,
for the next 10 years.
So he only get $10 million a year for the next 10 years.
Yeah,
and still, and then they got to give him that big lump sum.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, they got an escrow. They got it, but they could be paying him for the next 50.
For him to turn around
straight up.
by year 7, they're gonna try to renegotiate that contract.
Yep. and he'll be paying those checks to the estate of. They could be paying this man for the next 100 years.
Because if he got 500 this time, he gonna get $1 billion.
They're gonna be
wow.
They're gonna pay him for the next 100 years with all the interest that occurs year after year, restructure after restructure.
They gave his homeboy the picture. They got him. They gave him about a good 300.
We in the wrong line of business.
Ain't no salary cap in baseball. I think they finally got one, or they about to
They talking about it. I don't think it's implemented yet.
Yeah.
Another thing is, Ken Griffin's still getting paid too.
Yeah.
He getting paid from the Reds.
Yeah.
Now you talk about an organization that don't deserve to have nice things. That is one of them.
Why?
I don't like the Cincinnati Reds.
What they do?
Exactly.
They piece of crap. I mean, I shouldn't speak on right. They no longer allowed to defend themselves. But their owner, Mars Shot, was terrible. When they won the World Series, she didn't even want to celebrate it because they did it in 5 games instead of 6. So, she wanted to do it in 6 games so she can collect that the extra home game playoff money. So since they won it in 5, she couldn't get that. So
that was back in the early 90s.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
who was their manager?
I couldn't remember that manager at that time. I remember Pete Rose was the manager.
Yeah, he was the manager. Then all that stuff happened.
But when they won the World, was it Terry Francona? No, I won't. No.
I think I remember there was a guy. I think Barry Larkin was a coach at one point.
Nope. I forgot his name. Because after he left Cincinnati, he went to be the manager of the Athletics. And then he left there and went to Texas. Tommy, no, it ain't Lasorda. He used to coach the Yankees too.
Lou Piniella?
Yeah, that's who it was.
But that was one of them, man. What year did they win it?
It's like 92, 93 or something.
Lou Piniella managed the Reds from 90 to 92.
Yeah, it was.
Davey Johnson managed from 93 to 95. Tony Perez managed in 93 for, I think, 1 year. Those were the main ones.
Jack McKeon did coach him one time. Dusty Baker. Dusty, my boy, though.
Yeah, he don't get enough respect.
Dusty, my boy, though. David Bell's on right now. John Rickman. I don't know what they was. I think they fired David Price mid-season. And John Rickman just took over that year. But I remember when Jack McKeon was there. But yeah, the name I was looking for was Lou Piniella. They won it. And I think it was against the A's.
Yeah, they did. Yep, it was.
They swept. They beat him in 5.
Boy, that A's team. Dave Stewart. What was Dennis Erickson? Yeah. Boy.
All right. So fellas, let's address a couple of elephants in the room since we got a little time for 4:00. Let's talk about our fantasy football league. Is y'all you able to get on, Joe?
Yeah, I'm on.
All right, we all locked in our teams on. What y'all looking forward to the most?
Get to the dance. I need to get back to the dance.
It's gonna be the same rules as last time. I want to throw this out there and let y'all know this. Skill position players, please pay attention to it because we're gonna have more participants this year. So therefore, the talent roster is gonna slim out a little bit. So And if you have a skill position player that returns punts and kicks, keep an eye out for them because in my league, they will get those kick return and punt return yards. It don't go to the defense if an offensive player gets the punch and the kick return yards. Y'all follow me?
Mm.
So that's where I can't think of the guy I had last year, but a guy from the Saints, wide receiver from the Saints. I had him last year. He was valuable because he gave me he was a deep threat, good for a good touchdown and so. Plus, he gave me punt and kick return yards. Same thing with a guy like Deebo Samuel. You know, every now and then he's gonna get back there and return. He will try to return a punt or a kick. So if he runs one, he takes one to the house along with his normal production. Hey, just keep an eye out for that. So it's gonna be 1 point per yard because I don't like this 5 yard carries and 1 yard carry. You get the same score type BS. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I feel like you should get one. I feel like you should maximize each player's potential. Each reception is a point. And you 1 point per yard. Touchdown, 6 points. 2 points conversion worth two. I don't think you'll get points for 2 point conversion though. But running backs, 1 point attempt, 1 point per yard. Plus they get a reception. If they get the ball in their hands, it's a point for them plus 1 point per yard. With the this is where the quarterbacks double up, even though it's 1 point per attempt, 1 point per completion, and 1 point per yard. Now it is interceptions. You know, I think that's a -3 points. They throw a pick or they turn the football over -3 or -5 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't get. I don't think they don't get the return yards. Like if they fumble the ball and a guy takes the football to the house, they get the -points for that. The defense gets the points and the yards, I think, off of that. But I don't think the quarterback gets subtracted for it. I'm almost certain they don't.
Mm.
So quarterbacks keep an eye out for, running backs. Some people say the best strategy is to try to get two running backs, a quarterback, a wide receiver, and a tight end within the first 5 rounds. That's what you want. That's what you want to try to get for. Mix and match with the best you can, but have a strategy, but don't get stuck on it because your guy is going to get taken before you can snatch him.
Mm-hmm.
That I guarantee it. It's inevitable. It happens. You got your eyes set on the guy. Somebody before you is going to snatch him. Don't trust him. Don't if you feel that way. Sometimes you gotta roll the dice like that. If you don't want to run the risk of that guy coming back around, go ahead and get it. Don't be scared to reach.
Yeah.
I like reaches.
and sometimes those reaches do work out too.
That's why you should go on there and put them in your watch list. So that way you already have an idea. You just go to your watch list and the people that you want, it's right there in the watch list. Somebody take it, you just go down your watch list. That's a good way to do it instead of looking at the whole overall junk because you might see another name that might seem interesting to you. Then you mess up, you know what I'm saying? So you do your watch list.
Yeah, especially, hey, that first round. If we got, right now, I'm expecting we have 14. 14, and we had 10 last year. Yo, the first round, that first pick is crucial. You can't miss on that first pick if it's 14. I'm telling you that now.
Yeah.
If you're gonna get the magician, if you're gonna get the magician, you better hope you get that first pick. He might not be that number 2.
Oh, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know. I mean, that's all.
We sitting at 11 right now.
Yeah, I got a couple more. I got a couple more invites to let out there. I'm gonna give everyone up until the week of.
Joe, and it was so crazy because last year I was joking. The night of the draft, we sitting together. I'm just joking before the draft started.
What time is the draft anyway?
We gonna be here on this.
Yeah, the draft
At
is
4:00.
yeah, we're gonna be here.
August 31st at 4.
Man, we sitting in
Right
his
here.
car.
Okay.
We sitting in his car in front of my house last year. Right before the draft started, I just looked at him and said, it'd be funny if I get the first pick.
And this fool got the first pick. And it worked out.
And I said it the whole time. I said, if I get the first pick, y'all ain't nobody got to worry about it. He coming off that board. And that's what happened. I rode with it. I don't think he sat one game.
It looks like we got 16 teams.
Yeah, except when he had the bye week. I rode the magician all the way into the whole season.
We could get up to 20. I'm just waiting to see if a couple more people going to join on.
I'm seeing 16 at the moment.
We got 16.
Well, it says, by the way, you were right on so I actually got my own squad now instead of me and Kenny.
Yeah.
So it did fix itself. So yeah, all right.
Yeah, no, I took care of that.
Cool.
I had to do it because I had to take Kenny's name off. I wanted Kenny to come back on here.
Mm-hmm.
But again, Joe, your trophy is still here. There's a prize at the end for everyone. I got Nunes too. He's our defending champion. See, to me, it ain't even about y'all no more. It's time for me to take my crown back. Nunes has my crown. I got it. I'm coming for him. I ain't even worried about you guys no more. Y'all ain't got the crown. He does.
Richtown Trains.
Yes, the Rev will be.
Oh, Rev's in there. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
I can't see the team.
You gotta go to the trophy chain all the way at the end.
Yeah, I got the matchups on it, and I'm just scrolling through.
Oh.
You got versus Team 18 or whatever it is.
All that's going to change.
Oh yeah.
All that's going to change. They just putting that together just because.
Oh, all right. Because I was about to say, man, you face off first week.
I know. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I'd rather face you first week, Joe. Get you out the way.
Oh, dream team.
That ain't gonna be easy.
Yeah, I know. I already know that. I already know that. Speaking of, our week one match ain't easy, but yeah, just let me know where I sit at first week. Yeah, I want to get you out of the way. I don't want to go up against nobody that ain't got that much experience or their roster ain't the same. And I already know their roster gonna be messed up and things. Everything gonna have excuse this, that, and third. Nah, let me go against an experienced competitor my first week. Let me know where I'm at now.
Hold on.
Instead of me being lied to and being delusional all season long.
Well, you got some weird team like Team 18 or whatever. I got Team 16. So it's more people. We just don't know who yet. It's like a bunch of unknowns.
Now, what that is, I got the league open for I got the league open for 20. At a certain time, I'll probably be like the week of.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna shrink the league down to make it even, whether it be 16 or 14, how many people we have now, but it's open for 20. That's open for people to join. That's how much space we got available.
Right.
Now I don't know if I'm gonna do a 20 team league because 20 teams that's
a lot to keep up with.
Nah, that's not a lot of talent to throw around.
Oh well, yeah.
I mean, you're gonna be looking to start third string running backs at that point. Because you're probably gonna have one. You probably have a good running back, a good quarterback, and a good running back. You're not gonna have a squad in a 20-team league. It's just not enough talent to go around.
I wish I could change my team, man.
You can.
Yeah.
I was gonna change mine, but I'm gonna leave it that's as is because I don't keep the same fantasy league team name on everything I do, especially if that team didn't win.
No, I'm gonna keep it because
Yeah, you need to change those, but that's neither here nor there.
Oh,
You need to change that.
all right.
see, look, you know,
I ain't say nothing about it. I say just go ahead and need to change it.
Yeah. It was like I sense low key shade, Romar.
no, this is Waldo.
Well, Waldo, yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna let the guy have it. I'm gonna let my guy have it.
I know I should be better, but you gotta understand something, bro. I mean,
I know I can't depend on Kevin to back me up when it comes to
Hey man,
the football team we like.
what?
You know, I I'm fighting a war that I just can't.
Oh,
I'm gonna let you have it. You got Joe
Oh,
right here with you.
Romar, man, why are you doing your boy like that, man?
Just let gracefully bow to this one right now.
but see, you gotta understand something.
Give
It's
it a
not
couple more weeks though.
you actually
revved up.
you bring this on.
I didn't bring nothing.
It's
I
you
didn't say nothing disrespectful about your team.
this week.
I ain't say nothing disrespectful about them last week. It
That
ain't
was
even
last-
football season ain't even started. I ain't had nothing to say about your team.
Okay.
You want to start this.
All right, so
I'm not going to give you that right now.
So
I
you-
even called, yes. I mean, yeah, because, yeah, I did call you the other day because I felt very disrespectful.
you want to address that elephant in the room? I'm ready to talk about it if you are.
What? I know I called you. I called you.
I'm ready to talk about
But no, you know what? Jacob is Waldo is not going to let you get to Roma. Waldo is not going to see. Yeah.
All right, Joe, you know what he's talking about?
No.
Joe, you
Oh, my-
he wasn't trying to do that right.
On the Studio W fan page,
Oh my god.
on Studio W fan page, I gave out my NFL division predictions. And in
Yeah.
our division, let's address the elephant. We can talk. We got a whole hour. We can talk about the other divisions.
Mm-hmm.
But NFC East, I got the Commanders finishing last.
For real.
Giants,
Yeah, exactly.
then the Cowboys, then the Eagles. Eagles winning division.
I got every mind to pour water on your head just for that making that line. I'm like, really? As
So
much
you got the Giants in third?
yes,
Oh wow.
exactly. Yeah, explain that crop dust action going on over there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, class is in session.
What
Happens when you was in school? You didn't do your homework assignments.
Well,
You don't do your homework assignments. You don't do your work in class. What the teacher give you?
an F, right?
Give you a 0, right? I've been asking you gentlemen all summer long what has been going on with the Washington Commanders. Y'all are my resident Washington Commanders
Hey, look,
fan.
Hey,
man, I don't be following those
So don't-
training camps and
Oh,
all of that
look.
stuff, man.
That's a you problem, though. So don't get mad at me when y'all don't give me nothing to go off of.
man, look, you read
all that.
the dirt sheets more than anybody else in this room, Mel.
I should not know the Washington Commanders
Well,
more
I'm
than y'all.
sorry, I do not keep up with all that stuff. Like all you like Philly fans and stuff and following training camps and all that. I give you my analysis on game day.
And what do you see?
What I see right now, it's a work in progress.
Duh.
It didn't look too shabby the first preseason game, though. It didn't
I
look
mean,
too
all
shabby.
you see was basically a sample size.
Hey, and I'm not. Hey,
But like I said,
they kept the quarterback clean for his one series. He had to use his legs, but he kept himself clean for that one series.
the line did protect him for that tiny piece of time he was in there.
And then The line held up pretty good the whole game.
Then
But I think they need to let Jaden Daniels play a little bit more than one series. But I understand this is going to be our starting quarterback and our franchise quarterback, so you really can't risk it, especially in preseason. And okay, I was looking forward to seeing J.J. McCaffrey this year, but now I got to wait the next year.
So pretty much, he's not going to be in anybody's draft.
Got hurt preseason game, out for the season.
The Vikings have been cursed as a whole.
and they lost Addison.
Oh well,
They did.
yeah, he did that to himself though. I think Addison with some legal issue.
No, he got caught off the field with a leg injury too.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Now,
wide receiver, y'all.
Yeah.
somebody on the wide receiver got caught with a DUI.
That was Addison.
Oh, that was him too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, damn. Oh, okay.
All right, so how does the running game look? Now, see, if I'm getting to a point. If y'all can sell me enough, I can move y'all ahead of Giants because I ain't got nothing on them either.
I like this. I like this 1-2 punch because it's gonna be like a little. It could be a little bit of thunder and lightning type action.
Okay, Addison won't miss extended time, but go ahead.
Could be like a thunder and lightning type of situation because Brian Robinson now gonna be our starting running back and strong runner. He like, you know what I'm saying. He'll get you a good he a hard runner. What he an Alabama running back. So you know what I'm saying.
So how's this running? I mean, the offensive line. Y'all think the additions y'all made? Y'all added Biage from the Cowboys there, and you added somebody else. I can't think of the guy's name.
Didn't y'all get a running back?
Yeah, we got what? We got Austin Eckler and free agent.
Austin Eckler. Yeah.
That's like what I said, the thunder and lightning type of combination because
Mm-hmm.
and then Eckler, you know, he good with catching that screen passes and everything. Like,
Yeah.
so you know what I'm saying? I like the combination of what that could be.
So y'all got since another thing I noticed.
We need our number 2 receiver. Whoever gonna be on the outside of third, we need them to be proven this year.
I heard that Jahan Dotson might be on the move. I heard that head coach is not. I mean, I'm not saying he's the doghouse, but he's not a fan of him. I'm not sure if they held him out of practice or anything like that. But it sounds like he could be on the move because there's been a rumor that we feel it might end up trading for him, which I'm not 100% on board with. I don't think we need to make a trade for another 3 receiver.
But
I think we're good with what we got. But go ahead.
and see, only thing I can say about that, if that's true, if we gonna let him go, it has to be that the McCaffrey boy has been playing well, been showing up in practice and everything.
Yeah.
Because he played a slot too. So
And
if we let John Dodson go, then we got the Army Brown that's gonna have to be on the outside.
Dawson is receiving.
Hmm?
If we get Dawson, he's lining up in the slot.
Yeah, but I mean, but our slot receiver right now is De'Ami
De'Ami Brown.
So that means he'll have to go to the outside and be the number 2, and McCaffrey would be the starting slot.
Yeah.
And I like what we got at tight end. The TCU boy looked good in the preseason game too.
Yeah, I was good because I was going to say I would trust Zach Ertz on experience. I wouldn't trust Zach Ertz to get you 17 games.
Yeah, that's why we did what we did. I mean, like we don't. Hey, we got him for a year. We got a lot of players for a year, which still gave us a lot of money going into free agency or trade deadline proposals and stuff.
Yeah. Now the Giants, I don't know what they doing.
Well,
They
I think
got, it doesn't matter. They have Daniel Jones. They have Daniel Jones.
Danny Dimes and Malik Neighbors.
Until they get rid of Daniel Jones, they're done.
Oh, by the way, they laid laws. By the way,
My thing with them is I don't know whose offensive line is cursed more. I'm sticking with New York. Their offensive line is cursed. I don't care who they draft. They can't get it together. They have invested. They have drafted. They brought in free agents. They threw money at this situation. I don't know what it is. They just can't seem to get it right from the offensive line coach to whoever's playing, whoever's in their stars bench whatsoever. They can't get that part together. To say
could it be the culture?
My thing is, I'm so shocked that you let him walk for the same contract that he asked you for last year.
they were trying to play chicken.
That's crazy. You actually lose him to the contract that he wanted to sign with y'all.
You actually lose them for it.
You actually lose the man for what he was asking for. Crazy.
Then on top of it, they need to remember both years that they did not have Saquon Barkley back there. Daniel Jones was trash. He had his best season when Barkley played.
Yes.
It's so crazy though that you. Oh man, I mean, at least you could have got something in return. If you was gonna do it like that, you should have got something for him. Then instead of seeing him walk for the contract that you could have gave him, and it won't gonna break your pocket.
Yeah.
So,
Then Daniel Jones' best season was not even good.
Crazy about it. Saquon first 2 years with y'all done gave him most of that 33 million. You got him on the third year. You probably ain't paying him no more than six million for the third season of that deal.
Yeah, imagine this.
Pretty much gave him all of it in the front part of it. So
week 7.
He getting what, 12? Lay him 12 a year. What do y'all got him? 13, 3 years, 33. 34.
And he only, and I believe the first year he's only counting 4 towards the cap.
yeah.
First year is only 4 million towards the cap.
Like that, it's one of them contracts that it ain't gonna never hit. Y'all ain't gotta worry about being hit by the cap with it. Because of the way it's structured.
And once it gets to the bulk of it, which probably another 2 years, we'll restructure them again.
Yeah, that's what Howie does.
Now that's only if Howie wanted.
Or in the third year, he'll restructure the third year, they can get out. Because even Jalen Hurts' contract is like that. I think his first year, it kicks in this year. And then there's a clause for the Eagles to get out of it. I think not this year, but the year afterwards. If everything goes south. Because this season is critical because this can go very historically good and it can go horrifically bad.
Yeah.
All signs point towards going historically good right now. If you follow training camp and how everything's gelling going on there, but we all know once you put those real pads on and once they actually do these real live plays, because they're not going to run the same offense and defense now as they are next month. It's going to be The game's gonna look a little different. It's gonna get a little bit fast. It's gonna get too fast for a couple of folks,
Mhm.
and I can't wait because
Right.
we gonna find out. So we talked about how you let the Giants walk. I mean, let Saquon walk. How y'all gonna feel in the next season? We talking about the Dallas Cowboys. They gonna let Dak walk.
Well, we are like I said, with the way these contracts is, I won't be able to blame Jared for letting Dak walk if he do. Because of the way these quarterbacks have got these contracts that this year alone, over the last 2 years,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to give them 300.
I feel him. I feel him on the Dak input because they already paid him once,
Yeah, but
and he didn't even get you to an NFC Championship game. They're not trying to do that again. Now, as far as Lamb goes, they need to pay that man.
yeah,
And what's going on with Jerry not paying CD?
That's what I'm saying. They need to pay him.
look,
That baffles me.
look,
And it's like the best player in the league.
we are
One
talking.
of them.
Hey, we are talking about a guy that was willing to let Emmett Smith, Michael Irvin, Emmett Smith and Michael Irvin walk. Remember, he put Emmett back up against the wall.
Yes,
Hmm.
he did.
Hmm.
So I mean, you know what I'm saying? And I can't say Jerry is a bad owner or you gotta kind of respect him for like what's his path. Jerry known to pay his defensive players, offensive line players, and running backs, and his quarterback. And then I feel like this: if you're the number one receiver, you only as good as the number that's on your jersey.
Hmm.
And I'm not saying that. See,
That's sad.
every great wide receiver that Dallas had has to wear that number.
Yep, that guy has to work.
Yeah,
And the crazy thing is, I mean, with all this,
every one of them deserve it. That award earned it, but he don't like to pay them.
and with all this drama going on,
It fits right into Jared wheelhouse.
right into this wheelhouse. And we got the boxing guru, Mr. Mark Daniels, join us. Yo, Mark, how you doing, brother?
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Oh, good, good. We having a roundtable discussion about the NFL playoff picture right now, and I had a couple of people that kind of want some smoke with me behind my NFL divisional ranking positions, and I mean division winners. So we just did the NFC East. I got the Eagles winning the East, followed by the Cowboys, the Giants, and the Commanders finishing last. Like, give me your take on that.
I think the Commanders are going to be better than what people anticipate them being. Uh, I got a weird feeling about it. I mean, I do. I mean, I'm not going to dispute the way you got it set up, but
Well,
I just got a weird feeling that I know it sounds weird, but I just got a funny feeling the Commanders might be the team to come out of the East.
Mm.
Nah, now you went too far.
now, Mark, what's crazy is after the draft, right? Remember, I said the Commanders was going to win this division.
You did say that at one point.
Yeah, but see, I was not getting no information from my resident Commander fans over here. So since they gave me an incomplete, I had to drop them to the bottom.
You
See,
know, because it's weird because I say that because this Jaden Daniels to me, he ain't getting the type of pub that my man in Chicago's getting, or everybody is on Justin Fields and what happened with him and Russell Wilson. It's one of the few times, in my opinion, that the Commanders ain't got a whole lot of pressure on them like they normally would. And I think that's why they got the number one pick. Because, I mean, I know it sounds weird, but I just got a funny feeling the Commanders might be the team to come out of the East.
Right.
Um, it sounds. I mean, I'm telling you, it's weird, but I think Dallas is going to have some major issues because I can see, I can see a lot of things blowing up in Jerry Jones's face. I mean, he playing games with Dak, he playing games with CD Lamb. You can't keep rolling these dice and continue to have success.
Facts.
Exactly.
That's there's somewhere that can blow up on you. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong, but
You can't.
in Philly, I think you get a lot of. And I hate to say this because I like Philly, but it sounds like in Philly they got a lot of behind the scenes uh, situations going on. Jalen Hurts, the coach, they bring in some other cat. I mean, it sounds like they got a lot of mess going on too.
Nah.
Then you ease down to Washington, like I said, and you don't really have a lot of drama, except people expecting. If anything, you're hearing positive things. Hey, Jaden Daniels is going to be this. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of pressure on this GM, or a lot of pressure. The pressure is not there. So to me, you're kind of playing with house money with the Commanders at this point. I don't know. It's just something weird that tells me they're going to be a lot better than what people were anticipating.
Yeah,
But
I had that in the beginning. But the one thing I can say as far as the Eagles go, I think we've cleared up most of the rumors and the drama. There's not a broken locker room like it was how the season ended. I see that from the players and even like for the first time in 3 years, I finally heard N'Kobe Dean speak. He's finally playing well enough to speak to the media right now. So I gotta that gave me the assurance that even though we lost Kelsey, we lost Fletcher Cox, we lost a couple other guys that need to go. They bring in new coordinators
Which
and
was the
much
problem.
and a coaching staff which had way more experience than the previous coaching staff under Nick Sirianni. The problem most Philly fans, including myself, have is why did you keep Nick Sirianni? Well, we're going to find out. That's the only way this is going to unravel from what I've seen out of preseason and from what and from what I've seen throughout all OTAs and practice up to this so far.
but you know what? You know, if there's a resurgence, they got Austin Eckler. Uh,
Yeah,
Terry,
I'm
Mc-
intrigued by that. I'm intrigued by that.
Terry McLaurin is to me has been the most underrated receiver for years uh, in the league. Uh, I don't know. I think it could be different. They got now I don't know what their tight end situation is like because the guy they had just got cut by the 49ers, Logan Thomas.
Oh yeah. He's gone.
Yeah, he just got cut.
The only problem with him is he couldn't stay healthy either. That's
Yeah.
that's the major problem.
And see, right there is why I can't give them number one. I gave Washington number two because we having questions about positions. When you talk about wide receiver 1 and 2, we straight. Both of them had over 1,200 yards 2 years in a row. We good. Our tight end is straight. You know what I'm saying? He might not get the ball as much, but he's still good. We got a running back. So we you know what I'm saying? When
I
you
mean,
talk about Washington,
y'all really haven't lost that much. Y'all, it's not really much of a drop off at all
exactly. And then
like I said,
to be honest, our problem last year, to me, our problem was the coordinators. That's what our problem was. We didn't motion, play action, hardly none last year. Like it was they were picking our plays before we even did them. So that's why I can't give Washington that. They just gonna have to show me. I can't give it to them. because all their positions, top to bottom, you can't speak about their positions like you can with ours.
Well,
And I agree with you on that. Cowboys, like they're gonna have too much mess going on.
Yeah,
Already with
with
that's
with
gonna
the
leak into
trauma.
that's gonna go into the locker room. Like you can't have stuff like that. Like the dude pay CD. Like pay him. I feel
Exactly.
him on the Dak because Dak, bro, you didn't do nothing for us. We paid you once before, and you still haven't got us nowhere. Like I feel him on that. But CD Lamb, like, come on, bro.
That
Bro was
that
one of the
that
best
that
wide
that
receivers last
itself baffles me because I'm thinking, well, for a couple of reasons. One, of course, like Mel, you just said about the 88. The 88 number in itself is sentimental because again, you got the greatest wide receivers in that locker room back then. Michael Irvin.
no, it was before Michael Irvin. It
Well,
was
Yeah.
you had Drew Pearson.
Yeah,
year.
okay. Well,
that's the
start with him.
original. Yeah, that's the original number 88 wear.
Well, start with him.
Everybody who ever played for Dallas and you their number one receiver has to put that 88 on.
Mm-hmm.
You start with Drew Pearson, then with Michael Irvin, and then like Des Bryant.
That's right. And they let him go too early to me.
Well,
Which
injuries started to rack up on it too. But yeah, they pulled the plug a little too early on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I got them in second because for some strange reason they're never in last, and they always find. And Mike McCarthy, I don't think when the last time Mike McCarthy had a losing season.
It's gonna be this year.
well,
'Cause
I'm sure.
you can't get addition from subtraction. That's all they've been doing this all season, subtraction.
And you really who outside of Zeke, who you really added? I
They
haven't
fact-
I haven't heard
They got
anybody.
what they got what Kendricks, the
At some
linebacker.
point,
That's all they
at
got,
some
right?
point in time, that experience that Mike McCarthy had got to come into play, right?
I mean, because wasn't he on a hot seat before?
It seemed like he been on the hot seat ever since he got there, but
But I mean, wasn't it kind of hot after last season? Like after he got smoked by Green Bay, your a first time starter at that
Hey, look,
at home.
Yeah.
like I said last year, Kevin, like playoff time, if it's a Dallas Green Bay matchup in the playoff, it doesn't. Green Bay always seems to find a way to do it to Dallas in the playoff.
Yeah. Because you look at their record against in history, they got them.
Well, it's not just Green Bay, but think about it this way.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that they always start out high? First half of the season, they start out almost running the table. You can go 7-1, 6-2. But when the weather starts getting colder, that's when everything starts to drop. But starting from December, basically after Thanksgiving, watch for that. That's when that's when they usually collapse. Because that's why I remember Mel, you even posted this roundtable question one time. Which collapse was worse, y'all's or Dallas's? At one point.
But the crazy thing though, that you can't even say it really is it all that because like I mean the season it's always gonna fall on
It's gonna fall on the quarterback's gonna be the scapegoat no matter what.
Go look at Dak numbers last year. He MVP numbers.
Yeah.
regular
He
season.
finished second.
Nothing about
Playoffs.
The playoff is a whole different
The last
story.
I would say 3. The last 2 years was his fault.
Okay.
I give
Definitely
him
was his fault. And he definitely was part of the blame in the year before that too, the third year before that. 3 years in a row. He definitely was part of the blame in that first year, and then the last 2 years definitely his fault.
Okay.
But if they ever so happen to find themselves into the postseason,
Well, I mean they'll get in, but how far
One
you
more
gonna
time.
go? Can you get past the first round, or even get to the second round? We haven't seen a conference championship since what? Super Nintendo came out.
oh,
I'm sorry, my bad. Super Nintendo was popular back in that. Yeah,
oh my,
I know.
oh,
I know I'm about to get roasted for that comment, but Still, like I mean,
I'm
but
gonna
at
edit.
this,
I'm gonna edit this part. I'm gonna have.
oh,
This, I'm gonna
hey
put this
man,
on
nah,
the
man.
video.
Hey, I mean,
I'm gonna edit. I'm gonna have a snippet of this, and
oh,
I'm just gonna put that on my storyline.
yeah. I'm like, but still, it's like, and I
No,
know,
seriously though, was it the Dreamcast? Dreamcast came out the last time they went.
but it's been
Nah.
It's been in the '90s.
Yeah, Dreamcast came out around then.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
see,
95. Yeah,
yeah.
Super Nintendo was already out by then.
I
Yeah,
mean, I'm saying right,
Sega
but it was so
Dreamcast.
popular.
Yeah, it was the Dreamcast.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Then it was Sega Genesis.
It's-
Oh,
No, Genesis was out.
Genesis
no,
was
Genesis came out, but it's like like
Genesis was out. It was Sega Dreamcast that came out like mid '90s,
like
late
like
'90s.
'96, I believe it
yeah,
was.
that jump was terrible. They tried to have the Xbox look before the Xbox look
Oh man,
was type stuff.
no
They
man.
didn't have real controllers. You had wands or something. I don't know what. Yeah, that jump was crazy.
It had like little. I'm looking at one right now.
Oh,
We got the controller. The controller was mad weird. It was like a race.
Yeah.
Like I was on drive a race car with that thing. It had a little screen in the middle with the radio antennas and everything. It had a little disc that you putting it inside of it.
What
So
was
yeah,
what game was this?
the Sega Dreamcast.
we talking about like going back in the '90s. No, I was saying something about we talking about how they fare in when we get to the playoffs, we all know how it ends. We've seen this for the last 28 years, and you see and you hear and we all hear this every year on social media platforms. Dallas Cowboys is our year and whatnot.
Yeah, it came out in 1998.
Oh well, see, damn. Well,
But then,
but I mean, but the whole thing
but then
was
they won't nothing. Well,
Hey, seriously though, have y'all heard that too much this year?
no.
believe it or not, it's been kind of quiet.
It's been kind of quiet this year.
I really. CJ, the only person I've seen some cowboy stuff from on social media.
Yeah.
Because to be honest, at this point, like the way they operated this offseason, they can't say nothing because they didn't do nothing. I know some of these Cowboy fans was at home crying because why they ain't pick this person? Why they ain't get this person? They ain't do nothing. But they got the linebacker from the Vikings.
Kendrick.
Yeah, I think that was the only thing they did.
Kendricks and Zeke. I love it.
Yeah.
People gotta understand that Jared didn't lie to y'all.
No.
Well, they
Jared,
all in.
yeah,
They
that's
all in.
that's what that means. All in everything that we have right now.
Yeah, all in on them to see if they
We
gonna make
push
it.
all of this to the table. It's put up or shut up. What y'all
Mhm.
gonna do with this season right here? That's what he mean by all in.
Yeah, that's what he mean, and they taking it that he mean like we all in trying to get all these different pieces and add pieces. No, he mean he all in on these players to see if they deserve them contracts
Mm-hmm.
and to see if they deserve to stay on this team moving forward.
Yes.
That's what he mean, because he tired of going to the playoffs and going out first round.
Yeah.
So let's look at another division. We talk about the Vikings. Bad luck they had.
Oh yeah.
The NFC North. This is another one I had some smoke with too.
Yes.
I
Our woman had smoke with you. She told me. She hit me up yesterday and he does, I need you to fix this foolishness now. And I told her, I said, look, I'm gonna set him straight tomorrow afternoon or today. So we got a little conversation about
did you
that.
see my reply to that too?
I did not. No, I didn't.
Let's hear this. Let's hear this back in order.
Okay, I have for the NFC North. I have the Vikings finished last.
Yes.
Followed by the Bears, then the Packers coming in second, and the Lions. I got the Lions repeating as champions. Now,
I see nothing wrong with that.
I got this as the toughest division in the NFL right now.
That part I can kind of agree with.
You can make a case for NFC North, fair enough, but these quarterbacks right now, and to be honest with you, we already know what the Vikings going to be. They're not going to have their quarterback situation with JJ McCarthy and everything. Very unfortunate.
Down is your
He's
new
done.
starting quarterback.
But the Bears with Caleb Williams, are you telling me that Caleb Williams going to have a better season than Jordan Love and Jared Goff?
But you know what?
No, not at
Maybe
all.
not, but I'm gonna tell you what so they actually blew somebody out today. 27. Well, it was 27-3, but they blew out the Bengals. Now I know it's preseason. I get it. Now to take your phrase, Mill, from last year, you said and you were correct. I have to put this disclaimer out. Jordan Love would not suck, right?
Right.
This year, I don't think the Bears are going to suck as bad as people think they're going to be. Now, with Mark would be like, the Bears might be sneaky. They might pull off some surprises. I'm not saying they're gonna make. I'm not saying they'll make the playoffs, but I think they're gonna improve a little bit.
They got some nice, good positional players.
Yeah, they do. I mean, look on the offensive side. Look who you picked up. You put Keenan Allen. You got DJ Moore. You got what's his name? Who?
Yeah, DeAndre Swift.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
And you got Amon St. Brown, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then you got Komet on tight end.
But
So,
they didn't really suck last year.
Yeah.
Well, I think they ended 7-10.
7-10.
Yeah.
But you know what? I could see them go maybe
7-10.
8-9?
Nope.
I'll go say 9-8.
8-9, 9-8.
I'll say either 8 and 9. I'll go 9. I'll go 9-8. Believe it or not.
That's still good enough for third place because I got Green Bay. I can have Green Bay and Detroit as 10-win teams. It's not that they don't have talent.
Yeah,
they in a tough.
And you know what? Like I said, you may be right because the way it's constructed now, this might be the division to watch.
Nah, I'm sorry.
For
the longest,
I gotta pick Green Bay to win the division because I just remember one key ingredient.
And that
Jordan Love has somebody named Josh Jacobs in his backfield.
Yes, he does.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have Aaron Jones.
And the last time Green Bay even smelt the Super Bowl, they had a running game.
Well, they didn't utilize their running game like they should have last year. They didn't have the
Yeah, and now he played.
Their offensive line was shaky. Their O-line was shaky last year.
And I don't feel like they're gonna utilize it like they should this year neither. I think they're gonna try to put the ball in Jordan Love's hands too much.
That's possible.
You don't go pay that man.
I mean, you already gave Jordan Love the bag.
Yeah, that's logical, but a lot of places not logical. They pay people and do stupid stuff.
But see,
running back, right? Yeah, he reset the running back model. He got what?
So he
1 or 2 more million than Saquon did.
So if he got resigned, that would make sense. But most of the time, more times than not just Jordan Love, but you can see this pattern with all the quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Every time they get the bag, following year they end up overcompensating, trying to justify the money they just got.
So you saying it's normally outside of Mahomes, there's usually a drop off somewhere,
right?
You know, if you get the bag, and they expect a lot of stuff too. Like same with Lamar's another example. You know what I'm saying? Like he finally gets a bag. He's great in the regular season, but when he got to the AFC Championship game against KC, and that's when everything unraveled.
That's because they didn't want to run the ball.
Yeah, they abandoned him. They gave old boy like 3 touches,
Yeah, that was stupid.
3 or 4 touches.
Mm.
They just abandoned the game plan and they didn't have to. They hit the panic button too early.
But I have to say that I believe their division is the hardest division in football.
Which one is it? AFC North?
Yes, the Ravens, Steelers, Browns, and
And that,
Cincinnati.
yeah, they could all easily be playoff teams.
Yeah, and the Steelers was the sorriest team, basically the sorriest team in there, and they still had a winning record.
But hold on, the craziest thing here.
They've been the best division in football for a while.
Cincinnati got their own problem. They don't want to pay Jamar Chase or T. Higgins. They might don't have. Joe might don't have no receivers to throw it to.
Yeah, they probably be the worst team in the division this year.
Yeah. For them, I got the Browns winning the division. I'll get to that in a second.
Mm.
The Browns,
that.
the Ravens, the Steelers, then the Bengals.
Yeah,
Those
I
reasons.
agree with that.
Here's why I say the Browns.
Defense.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, number one, the defense. This list gonna be fluid. At some point in time, I gotta see the best of Deshaun Watson.
Yes.
It's gonna be
Fact.
Nick Chubb is going to be healthy. Yes. You give me the best of the best Deshaun Watson, a better version of what I saw last season, combined with that,
You got problems.
huge problems.
You got problems.
You don't have to be great or outstanding to run this offense.
No.
You got Amari Cooper, you got Njoku. These guys can ball.
Yes.
Already got his bag.
And they got the bag. And you got this dude on the defensive side that just give everybody nightmares named Myles Garrett.
Which is helping them out because you're going to get more chances on offense on the field because your defense is good.
Yeah.
And they're going to force turnovers, so your offense is going to get on the field and get plenty of reps.
And they just paid their defensive end, the edge rusher. You know, he's from Nigeria. I'm not going to butcher his name.
You do. I don't know how to say it.
You know who I'm talking about, though.
Yeah.
They just paid him, so they doing a good job locking up the key players. That defense is just you ain't got any kind of everybody's talking about the Jets. If they can get their offense to match their defense, man, they better worry about Cleveland. Because if they can get their offense together, oh Lord have mercy. And I trust him to get their offense together more than I do Aaron Rodgers. Just to be honest with you.
Yeah, I would say that. I would agree with that.
I got the Jets finishing third in the AFC East.
Well, anything possible because
who is it? The Jets and
I got the Patriots finishing last. I got the Bills finishing second, and I got the Dolphins winning it. Now, I might flip that because I have a hard time believing that Miami can win that division.
I think Miami can. I think Miami is like a Cowboy Junior. They get in the playoffs and it's like what happened. I think they can show up in the season and do a lot of stats and all of that. You know what I'm saying? They get to the playoffs, it's like where's the team that was playing in the season? And I think the Bills are gonna really see what it is when Allen has to really do everything. He ain't no security blanket as Diggs being out there because even though he really was carrying Diggs like towards the end of the season and playoffs, like he wasn't really throwing the ball.
Yeah, he don't have Diggs nor Davis no more.
Mm-hmm. So
that's why
he's gonna kill that tight end position. He's gonna throw the ball to Kincaid a whole bunch.
Kincaid and Knox.
Mm-hmm.
But see, that's the reason why I got them at second. Because I honestly thought they was gonna make some kind of pitch for Brandon Ayuk. Obviously, I was wrong. But honestly, Miami, the one thing about them, I would believe Miami would win the division the year that they can play all their away division games before Thanksgiving.
But what's going on with OBJ though?
He injured. He played for them though.
Yeah, Yeah, he just stole another bag.
Yeah,
Another-
he with Miami. He just injured.
Stole another one.
I stole another bag.
He just stole
Mm-hmm.
for a year or something. Like,
So now it's like his status is uncertain at this point.
hold on, man. I'm sorry to say, Jalen Ramsey, you gonna get torched this. You gonna get torched by these receivers over there in the AFC.
Yeah, I haven't heard good things about Jalen Ramsey.
Mm.
I can't wait to see the
So-
excitement of the
I don't know who's worse, Jalen Ramsey or Bradbury.
I'm gonna tell you right now,
And Ramsey was one of the top defenders.
the AFC,
Yeah.
the AFC
Yeah.
South got the best young backs and quarterbacks.
So was that a major drop off that I must have missed or something
What?
from Ramsey?
I want to say after he got injured that time.
I thought it was-
I never thought he was all that great. It's just he was just a better
I
Josh
thought-
Norman. He was great. He was great in the
I thought he was-
that was ran for him in Jacksonville.
I thought he was done with the Rams. I didn't know what he. I don't know what Miami saw him, to be honest with you.
Hold on, but didn't he get injured with Jacksonville before he left? Because he had a serious injury, didn't it? And he missed some time.
I thought he did.
I
thought
think he
that
did.
was, I thought that was with the Rams.
It might have been with the Rams.
Yeah,
But I know when he came back, he was not the same.
Yeah, that was yeah.
Now, I remember him
that
back
was
in the
with
Brinks
Rams.
truck in Jacksonville.
That was with the Rams, and they won the Super Bowl. That was the year they won the Super Bowl.
But
Yeah.
he definitely was a stud in Jacksonville.
Yeah,
He was, but when he left, he won't never the same.
Mm.
All right, so for the South, I got the Texas winning the South.
bro.
I agree.
Hey.
All about a coach. Now that's going to be a close race again.
Yeah.
Then Jacksonville, then Tennessee. I see Tennessee being an uphill battle with.
They need a quarterback, but they got three of the best young quarterbacks in that division.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence.
They need better position players. They went and got Hopkins, but he injured.
But they got Ridley too. They got Calvin Ridley in the free and Tony Pollard.
Mm. Yeah, they did.
They eyed on the offensive end.
But how about that? What they offensive line? Because I don't never remember looking at their
The
offensive line.
Colts, I think, got the best offensive line in that division.
Well, you have something.
Will Levis.
Yeah, he gonna be that starting quarterback.
The Colts going to be a problem. Jonathan Taylor's going to be back. Hope he'll be healthy.
And
They got
wide receiver Pittman. He got the bag.
And
Anthony Richardson out there looking like a linebacker.
Yeah.
and
No joke.
you know the coach got our boy, right, Joe?
Mm-hmm.
Shane
Yeah.
Steichen.
Yeah.
A good, excellent. I mean, one of the best play callers right now in the game. So
He picked up Greg Ward too.
yeah, I saw that. So I'm real high on the Colts, but I think the Texans are going to win that division.
They crazy.
Yo, Mark is back.
Texas
Hey, Mark.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna put a pin. It's 4:45. We gotta get out here on time today. I need to give you the floor real quick because it's fight night tonight.
Fight night.
And I gotta lean on my boxing guru for this main event. My man Israel Adesanya is back in the ring, going back for that middleweight crown against Duplessis. Tell me what I need to know, Mark.
I think Israel Adesanya is out there. He's going to create some problems tonight. He's serious. Because, if you think about it, if he loses this fight here, it's a major step backwards for him.
Yeah, it's not over with, but yeah, definitely a major step back.
I believe dude really lost to Strickland the last fight that they gave it to him. I think Adesanya knocks this dude out. I seriously do. I think Dana White had that dude in too many fights consecutively too quick, one after another, after another, after another. That's why when he lost that Strickland fight, he basically, man, I ain't got no energy left. I got to take a break from this. I think he gonna come back tonight, the last style bender. I think he gonna create a serious problem tonight. That's just my opinion. I think he wins by knockout.
Yeah, I think he would. I think I got him by knockout too. I mean, I'm gonna give you the tail of the tape real quick. Dricus Duplessis, 6'1" to Style Bender, 6'4". Duplessis came in at a pound weight advantage. He's at 185. That Adesanya's at 184. Adesanya's 5 years older than him. He has a 4-inch reach advantage. They both have a similar stance. Duplessis has a significant strike leg kicks per minute stance at 6.4 as the Adesanya's 3.9. Significant strike actually is about even 51%. Takedown average, Duplessis has a tendency of taking folks down. Adesanya prefers to keep it stand up. So with this going on, I'm expecting this to be a striking match. I don't expect to see too much groundwork because very rarely do I see the style being on the ground. That's too many. He hasn't had as many takedowns as I've seen any other fighters. And like you said, you predicted a knockout. I predicted a knockout. I gotta go with my boy. I'm real. No, I'm on that one. I'm with the style bend on this one always. Another fight I'm interested in is Jairzinho Rozenstruik versus Tai Tuivasa. That's a heavyweight fight, and that's just for pure entertainment. These are two guys. These are two heavyweights that just go in there and just swing for the fence. They gonna go for what they know. They gonna get tired. They gonna get winded. I'm hoping that they don't try to strategize. This thing's gonna be a 4-3 fight. But this also has a tendency to be in a very quick, entertaining, exciting one-round knockout.
Yeah, that'll be a quick fight. That's all. People say, "What do you think on that one?" I can tell you, somebody getting knocked out because they're gonna tire each other out, and that'll be it.
So, who else you got? What's else going on in the boxing world, Mark?
Ain't too much going on, bro. They had a Virgil Ortiz fight last week. Didn't look that good, and I thought, to be honest, he may have lost. He hit the canvas twice, but there's a lot of money riding on this cat, so he got the decision. Next big fight we got coming up will be Anthony Joshua and Dubois.
That's next week.
Yeah. I'm going with AJ in that fight. I'm going with AJ in that fight. AJ win this fight here, he's the man. Now I'm being serious. I've always liked him, but if he wins this fight here, if he gets the opportunity to fight Usyk again, I think it'll be a different story. If he wins this fight here, because if he get caught one time, he's going to sleep. We saw it a couple of weeks ago when that young guy, Jared Anderson, the next great American fighter, come along. I was never a big fan of his, and he just got, I hate to say it, he got his ass whooped. I don't know no other way to put it.
Yeah, he got knocked up. Yeah, in one round.
It was too much pub with this dude. America was so anxious to get another heavyweight in there that they rode with this cat. The last fight I saw him and he didn't look good. And I knew it didn't. I said, he's not going to be that great. You going to go in there and fight a dude that's almost 300 pounds that hits the way Bacoli hit? He got caught in the first round and went down. And I said, man, this is going to be a long night for this young guy. See, those are the type of fights that can ruin a young fighter quick. I don't think the dude will ever be the same. I'm being honest. He took a physical whipping. And when you take a beating like that, you just don't come back and be like, "Oh, I'm it." I mean, that dude. I mean, he took. This is the best thing he could do. He needs to go down to that weight class, that Bridger weight, what I think they call it, where you like 200 to 220. You can't be 220, 230 pounds fighting a dude 300 pounds.
Man, that
No,
man look like George Foreman. It looked like George Foreman was beating that man.
Hey, this dude Bacoli, I don't think he's skilled,
He can't move.
but if he hits you one time, you are gone. And what Jared Anderson found out.
Yeah, because he can't move. He's slow.
You know, Jared Anderson needs to go back to the drawing board. He needs to. He probably needs to reestablish a whole different fight team and get it together. Because this brother got stomped.
He went to what's my boy name? He went to Deontay Wilder. Get hit.
Yeah, but see, at least Deontay Wilder was the most avoided man in boxing until he ran into Tyson Fury. It's one of those, and I'll go back out on an Anthony Joshua. There's certain dudes you just can't beat. Their style, what they do, it just messes with you. And if he fight Usyk again, I won't change that. He probably would lose to Usyk. He could fight that dude every day of the week. He ain't gonna ever beat him. Certain styles make fights, and that style doesn't work for him. You know. So, like I said, Terrence Crawford fought that night. He didn't look that great. So, again, it's a lot up in the air right now. They want Tank and Shakira Stevenson to fight. I wouldn't do that right now if I was either one, because they're the two rising stars in the weight class. Make them wait a while. As long as you win them, make them wait. Then make let that Prince, whatever, a Turkish, Akali, or whatever his name, he want to pay some outlandish money, then get down. But at this point, the way the boxing game works, to me, it ain't about belts or nothing else. It's how much money you can make. Because you got to remember, once some dudes is done, there ain't no union, there ain't no pension, there ain't no nothing. You trying to get a regular job. I don't know, you work with the city, whatever it is you do, but you got to get another job. If you ain't made the big time money. A lot of these cats get that big time money, and you got to remember, now you're basically an independent contractor. So good luck on how you do your taxes, how your old lady done probably stole half your money and she leaving you after. So, I mean, it's a whole lot with these boxers, man. You don't ever hear about them having lavish lifestyles 3 or 4 years after they're done. Hell, half of them can barely read a sentence. So you know it's bad. You know, I mean, seriously. So,
Wow.
Woo!
So they got to be smart with their money.
Yeah, get him to read a paragraph.
That was deep right there. Talk about reading a sentence.
Sugar Ray Leonard is the only one that I've seen that has been able, him and George Foreman, to keep everything going. But if you notice, they took breaks in their career. Dudes like Tommy Hearns, listen to that brother talk now. I mean, cats like that, I mean, these dudes be messed up after they done. Evander Holyfield, hell, he went through 9 marriages, so he fought till he was 70. I mean, these dudes, they're not, you know, it gets rough.
Yeah. So, did you follow boxing in the Olympics, Mark?
I could have cared less. I could have cared less.
Oh my!
And that's the first time ever. I can't name one dude that came off the Olympic team.
Oh my God, that's nothing.
I mean, that used to be what we was all hyped up for with the track and field. Is the way it used to be for boxing. I mean, for the Olympics. I mean, that used to be the marquee event.
Right.
I mean, and now it's after the most publicity that came out of the Olympics was those two, the one lady from wherever she was from, Algeria, and the one from China, because they thought they were men.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
That was the most fun.
The Algerian won the gold.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to the Chinese lady, but you know, this is the first time I've ever experienced that.
Yeah, me too. I mean, boxing. I mean, we've talked about it long. I mean, we talked about it for months. I mean, ever since we've been on the show, how boxing is
It used to be the elite. I tell you, the only thing, I'll be honest, this is what I paid attention to in the Olympics. Of course, the basketball, men and women, but I was really into the track and field.
Yes.
I mean, I wanted to see Simone Biles and the other girl. But outside of that, I was stuck on the track and field. They ask about boxing. Hey man, I tell you right now, they said you can pick out one dude, you'll be a millionaire. I'll be the same broke dude I am tonight because I don't know one. Don't know one. I've never had that happen before.
They didn't even televise boxing like they did all the other sports.
I mean, I didn't see a match on TV.
They didn't even televise us. That's how bad we was, man.
It's the worst I've ever seen.
The worst. That's one. If it's gonna continue like that, I don't want to see boxing as an Olympic sport anymore. Bring in cornhole. That could be a lot. That's a lot more competitive. Well, if you're gonna throw in ping pong in the Olympics, why not throw in pool?
No, they even threw in breakdancing. I didn't know that was part of the Olympics.
That was beyond disrespectful.
That's how we started the show. That was a one and done type of situation right there. That was just
Australian dancer.
No.
They shut it. It wasn't the first. It wasn't who won the gold that shut it, that ruined it for everybody else. It was the person that was in last place that ruined it for everybody else.
You ruined
it. A lot of people don't even know who won gold. Everybody know about Australian breakdance.
And that was the behind the scene on social media for 3 days.
Australian breakdancer. You don't know nothing about nobody else.
Like, who signed off on this to begin with? That was like the worst thing you have probably ever seen in your lifetime.
But the funniest too. The funniest.
Oh! They got the memes was on fire.
Man, they killed her in the comments, man.
Hey, let me ask you guys a question. If that was your girlfriend, would you break up with her?
Oh, I wouldn't know it no
Oh, it's been over.
First of all, we not no.
First move, I'm walking out the whole event.
Before we even get there, because obviously she said she was practicing it, and if I would have seen her practicing it, you need to stop.
If that was your girl, if you in Paris,
I'm packing when she started practicing. I done packed my bag.
When she would have started practicing for it.
Your girl practicing for it like that.
No, she's stopping, and I would have showed. Matter of fact, how I would have made her stop, I would have showed her a video of breakdancing. Can you do that? Can you move like that? Because what you do, and then I'm gonna show her a video of her herself. I'm like, this is disrespectful. You need to stop.
It's like, bring out something with turbo or something. Bring something with cardboard.
We going down, baby.
Because she
was horrible.
She need to watch herself. Because I don't think she watched herself.
Well, she watching herself now.
Yeah, she watching herself now.
I mean, Mel,
I bet you will never see her again. I bet you we won't. I bet you
we will.
Back in 28.
Now look.
Matter of fact, we will see her again because she knows she can make money off it now because people are laughing.
Yeah. Hey, if the Hawk Tour girl could throw out her first pitch at the Mets game,
man,
we ain't seen the last of this breakdancing.
Don't mention why you bring that up? Why? Oh man, Hawk Tour. Oh man, come on.
Hey, I mean,
I know.
It's about making money now. Everybody, if it's funny.
Well, I'll put it to you like this: when I didn't realize they had breakdancing going on. I thought it was like in between the breaks where they were showing activities for people or something. Then when they said they going for the gold, I said, what? It was an embarrassment to the Olympics.
Yes.
You guys will have a cigar or a hookah smoking contest. I mean, what is the difference? I mean, I couldn't believe that though. I mean, to this day, that was the most embarrassing moment of the Olympics.
Yes.
I wonder.
I mean,
I wonder if she was tested for steroids.
because you know what? I was against the skateboarding, if you want to know the truth. So I'm like, how they come up with skateboarding? Then they start doing uh, beach volleyball from inside the state. I mean, but to come up with this breakdancing. And I'm like, where did this come from?
I don't know.
That's got to be one of the top 5 best rants right there.
I don't know what's worse. This IOC, International Olympic Committee, or the NCAA.
See, they're trying to say it's diversity and all these different things. Hey man, ain't nobody complaining about no break dancing. Ain't nobody saying nothing about it. I ain't paid attention to break dancing since that show. What was it, Beat Street? I mean, who cares?
We're going over 40 years.
Yeah, they've been lobbying, clamoring for this for a while. I know that. It's kind of like what they do in the music industry. You know, us as upcoming artists, we work. I mean, we lobby to get our music put out there, and all of a sudden, someone else pays you or approaches you, takes your music, or waters down your version to fit their narrative.
Well, if they're gonna do that, they might as well make America's Got Talent a competition in the Olympics now.
It's almost like what big time record companies try to do to rappers in the music industry.
Hey, well, then, if that's the case, let them do freestyle rapping and for Olympic event.
Oh no, that's gonna be even worse. That is going to be even worse if they don't screw this up. Oh, I don't want to see what they'll do to rap music.
Yeah,
they're
it's gonna
not
be
going to have professional rappers.
It's gonna be on there looking like the Cypher on BET Awards. When they had 21 Savage, Kodak Black, and all of them in the Cypher.
And none of them made any sense.
Oh, they are thinking about adding twerking to the Olympics.
Why?
It's not going to look like the strip club.
Yeah, they got more.
Well, then let me ask you a question: if they gonna make breakdancing an event, why don't they throw pole dancing in there?
I think they are.
Oh, come on!
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's not. If they do it, it's not going to be what you think. It's going to be tough to watch.
It was already tough to watch.
What the pole dancing?
Pole dancing,
twerking.
No, I don't want the twerk. Just do the pole dancing. I might check that out for about 30 minutes.
It's not. I'm just saying.
It's gonna be the death of us all.
It's gonna be just imagine the worst. That's what it's gonna look like.
Just because we saw. Oh God.
Yes, just because. I mean, look at that. If ever an example of how you can screw something up was that.
Just imagine how being 4 years, right?
Yes.
That's basically what you're trying to get at.
Yes, it's going to look more like, I don't know if y'all saw it. It's going to look like that. It's going to be the episode of Baddies All Stars when they had that contest.
How about
y'all saw that episode? I don't know if y'all followed that or not, but yeah, they had that twerk contest on the Baddies All Stars.
If we had that,
that was the worst thing I ever seen in my life.
No, here's one. What we had was worse here. Buns in basketball earlier this year.
No, at least they knew how to twerk. It was just everything else. They ain't know what they were doing.
Oh man, that was horrible.
Okay. One thing they did know how to do was twerk.
No, you know what? The worst thing they did. You remember that year the NBA All-Star Game had it where you spin the wheel and they had to try to do that dunk.
Oh yeah.
See, everybody done forgot about that one. That was so horrible. Hell, I wanted to forget. But that was that year. I said maybe they need to do away with the dunk contest. If they're gonna start telling cats, oh, you got to do the Dr. J dunk and all, I said, man, this is retarded.
Oh, then the other year when they had dunking teams, or was that the same year?
I don't know because I gave up on it after that one for a while.
I think it was John Wall and a couple other guys that was on the same team. It was like three of them. It was like a trio. They had like trios, and they all did different dunks and things of that nature. I didn't like that. I like it being an individual thing. But guys, it's 5:03. It's time for us to get on out here. I'd like to thank y'all for joining us. Any parting words before we get on out here?
Have a blessed and beautiful Saturday
Nothing much over here.
as I get ready to go partake in some crazy festival.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
Mr. Waldo Fatu.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us, sir.
The pleasure's all mine.
Kevin, Joe,
Yeah.
thank you guys for joining us. Spend this Saturday. We'll be back here next week, same time, same channel.
Hey, I got a question for Mill.
Y'all want to
I'm
laugh?
just
Go
seeing
watch
this.
Australian
Hold on.
breakdancing.
Hold on, Romar. What the hell do you got on?
Hold on. All right, Mark. See,
You trying to be the cat in the hat? What the hell was that?
what's going on is, right, I'm going to a crazy costume, summertime costume.
Halloween.
Hey, you doing your best. You doing your best interpretation of either
Where's Waldo?
Dr. Seuss or that dude or that prison that used to be right down there off of Broad Street.
Oh my God.
Oh no, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing
No,
that.
it's a little Where's Waldo, little crazy hookup. So yeah, I'm just going.
I didn't even notice it until you went to sit down. I said, what's Romar doing? Yeah, I see.
So like, my homeboy's sister came up with this crazy idea for a game night. So,
Well, bro, you look like you're going in there full force.
oh no, I'm scared to